In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my new build. This is my undersized center build I made literally a couple of days ago. I've been spending all day in Korea to try and get this build all maxed out. Now, my friends wanted to play some rec games. I always said I wasn't quite sure. This is the reason why, as you guys can see, my build isn't even maxed out just yet. But they wanted to sort of play rec, and I was like, you know what, let's go play some rec games with the build and try it out. And I played a couple of rec games, and man, like literally, when I make these builds, normally I wait like a week or two before recommending the builds to you guys. But I can tell you right now, this build is goated. I played about 8 games, and I completely killed every center on this game. On this game, okay. I'm gonna show you one of the gameplay highlights that I had, and then I'm gonna show you exactly how to make the build after I do that. But essentially, this build it feels like having LeBron James at the 5. When you see the stats and how it plays and the badges and everything, you're gonna see exactly what I mean. But this legit feels like having LeBron James playing the 5. And if I think LeBron played at the 5 for a couple of games this season for the Lakers because they didn't have a center. But it's OP. Having LeBron at the 5 is very, very OP. You don't see a lot of teams do this. You don't see a lot of players do this. And when they do make a 6'8", you don't really see them put playmaking on the 6'8". They tend to like make like a pure lockdown at the 6'8", like all red pie chart or whatever. And it's not even a pie chart, but you guys get the point. But anyways, I'm not gonna drag this video any longer. I'm gonna show you some rec gameplay that I've got on this build, and then I want to show you exactly how to make this build straight after that. So here we are at the rec, we matched up with some guys, and there were 5. I also wanted to show you guys another important thing. This is a 7'3" glass clean finisher, averaging about 13 rebounds a game, because I know some people are going to be like, well, if you face my center, I'm going to dominate you. You're not going to dominate me. You're not. As you can see right here, I have the ball handling to the point where if I'm open, I don't need to shoot. Okay, you bigs, certain builds don't have the playmaking. As you guys can see, that's a rebound. I'm out rebounding the 7'3" player. He's the one averaging 16 rebounds. Also, what I love about this build, I know this random brick that shot right there, is the ability to be able to put the ball to the ground. So every time I get a rebound, again, I out rebounded the 7'3". I don't have to pass it straight away to the point guard. I can take my time with it, as my guard did this nice little move right here. And of course, bro, I'm not going to make a build that cannot shoot, okay? The whole purpose of this build is to be super annoying. This almost feels like having a point guard at the 5. Again, out rebounding the big. Again, because I know some of you guys are going to be like, oh, my 7'3" will completely bully you. You're not going to do anything, okay? Your 7'3" ain't going to do nothing. Every bigs I've played on this game, they've all been locked up, and they don't know how to guard this build. As you can see, look, these are offensive rebounds I'm also getting on the build, and this is all in one gameplay. This is not me sort of showing you multiple different stuff. Look, it went up again. I also got another offensive board. Again, when I played this game, I had about 7 to 7 offensive rebounds. So this build can rebound. It can play well. Again, what I love about this build, look how confident I am, okay? Look how patient I am. I'm not rushing to play. If I'm not confident to shoot, I can just take my time. I have the ball handling ability to be able to look at the big. Look at him jumping. I'm telling you, a lot of centers don't know how to play against this build. It's very, very annoying. And of course, look, your boy's got defense. The build can play defense. A lot of people are going to underestimate you because of your height. Look, again, trying to go up on me, getting a rebound. They think you can't, they think, oh, he's 6'8", slashing 5. Well, what is that? They don't know what it is. Yeah. Again, another big going up. I'm telling you, they're gonna go up for some crazy stuff because they underestimate your build. And again, once again, the reason I love this build is the fact that I don't have to pass the ball straight away to my point guard. I know a lot of you centers, when you get the rebound, you're pretty much looking to let the ball go because you ain't got ball handling. I got ball handling, and of course your build can shoot. Look, this is halftime already. I've got 9 rebounds. 16 points. As you can see, look at the 7'3" as averaging 16 rebounds. He only had 3. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say to you guys. I know guys be like, oh, Fear, my center is good. You're not going to do anything. You're not going to do anything. Okay, relax. And I'm going to look at that. The playmaking ability of this build is what I love. Like I mentioned earlier, this is literally like having LeBron at the 5 with the playmaking, with the patience. Look, if you're going to leave me open, I'm going to shoot it. So I don't know how these centers, I feel like a lot of centers don't know how to guard this build. Again, this guy trying to go up, he got completely blocked. I mean, right now he's panicking. Of course, they got a jammy. 2K is trying to save them at this point. 2K is like, bro, we need to let them have some point. But this build is absolutely insane, okay? Of course, me and my point guard, we have this little connection going on right there with the alley-oop. You can catch lobs. You can make plays. Look at me. I'm taking my time. This is me right here. Just me taking my time, getting a bucket, bro. I'm telling you. This build is super annoying. I can run the point guard with this build if I want to. Like again, super patient, looking at what they're doing. Look at a great pass, man. I'm telling you, this field. Look at that LeBron. I've got a LeBron pass style as well. Look at that LeBron type pass. And I told you, listen, this was like my first couple of games, and I'm not even used to this build yet. Okay, I'm shooting like crazy already. All right, I'm telling. Look at this little run I did right here. This is pretty much to ice the game wide open. Listen, and I'm rocking a playmaking takeover, man. So yeah, I mean this build super fun. I had a theory in my mind in terms of how the build's gonna play, but it's playing. Look at this. I out rebounded everyone right there. You see how I jumped there? Look, he's upset. Look at the big. He's upset at this point. I'm telling you, all these centers, they don't know how to play against this build because I can do anything I want against you, but you can't do anything to me. You can't post me up. You can't go up on me. I'm super annoyed. Look at the stats at the end of the game. I went crazy. Look at the guy averaging about what 13 rebounds per game. You only got 6 this game against me, and I'm a 6'8". I'm 6'8". So don't let guys be like guys that don't play the game or they don't know how to play the game. They be telling me like, oh, my son is gonna bully your build. You ain't bullying nothing. Okay, relax. This 6'8" is gonna cook you. He's gonna cook your whole team. You all can run the zone. This is another screenshot of me playing another game. These are the rebounds that I got. As you can see, I had 16 rebounds, triple double, easy triple double, man. I'm telling you. And the other center quit. These bigs, they don't know how to guard a build. They've never seen a 6'8" at the 5. And the first thing they always think when they see a build like this is, oh, I can bully him. And then they learn the hard way. I'm blocking them, I'm contesting them, they're bricking, I'm out rebounding them. They get frustrated. I'm getting the ball, I'm dribbling past them. I'm gonna show you the badges before I even say that. But I'm just literally doing whatever the heck I want. But anyways, enough talking. I'm gonna go into the builder and again, before getting into the build, I'm actually gonna, one thing you guys have to understand about this. One thing before I can go into the build, I'll show you guys in a second, actually. Now, before showing you guys the build video, unfortunately, your boy is maxed out, okay? Like, what do I mean by this? I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean, okay? And as we're going to the options, as we're backing out, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to all you guys, the new subscribers that are here. Hopefully I can keep you guys entertained with enough videos. But yeah, the issue you guys are gonna see right now is, as you guys can see, your boy is maxed out. I am completely maxed out. I have all 10 builds. I had to delete a build to make this build. So what does that mean? It means I can't go into the builder. So I can't physically go into the builder, so I can't show you guys. So I basically asked one of my friends, shout out to him, shout out to Lilo. Thankfully, I sent him the screenshot of my build, so he's able to make it for me. So I've got a screenshot of what the build looks like. So I'm going to show you guys the screenshot, talk you through it. And yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I can't go into the builder anymore. I mean, if anything, this goes to show you that someone you should trust. It should be me. Look at me. I have all builds 95 plus. Most of these are paid for. I'm not happy to admit that, but they are paid for. So a lot of these YouTubers will be making builds for you guys to make, and they've never played on that build in their entire life. So when I make these builds, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Like, I have all my builds are goated, every single one of them. Anyways, no more talking. I'm gonna go straight into the build itself. I'm going to show you exactly how to get this done. So, of course, we're going to start off with the basic, it's a center position, right-handed, left-handed. It doesn't really matter. It's completely down to you how you want to do that. But the next part is definitely the most important bit. Again, remember, these are screenshots. I can't, unfortunately, sort of move up and down as much as I would love to. But hopefully you guys get the picture in terms of exactly how this works. Again, I would love to show you guys a build, but I'm not going to delete any of my builds. I love all my builds right now. They're too much for me to delete any of it. But we're going to get to the next part. I'm going to talk you through the weight and everything else to make this the GOATed build ever. Now, in terms of the height, of course, we're going to go 6'8", 266 pounds. Yes, this build is very, very heavy. But more importantly, if you look at the physicals of this build, it actually doesn't reflect that. I still have an 80 speed, okay? A lot of centers can't even get 80 speed. So I'm still faster than a lot of centers whilst I'm heavier than them. This is very, very important, which is the reason I'm able to also hold them when I box them out, because a lot of centers weigh about maybe 220, 230, 240. You rarely ever see any center make a 260 build because they're going to be super slow. But I still have an 80 speed, as you guys can see from the stats with this. And more importantly, I can also still get the 75 speed with ball, which is very, very cheesy, because that's what you need to get the Michael Jordan dribble style. And if you ain't got the Michael Jordan dribble style, every point guard will tell you how OP that dribble style is. That is the most annoying dribble style in the game, and your boy can get it at the center position. Now, over to the attributes of this build. This is exactly what this build is going to be looking like when you've made it. You're gonna get 16 finishing badges. You're gonna get 15 shooting, 21 playmaking, and 21 defensive badges. Now, this build is also possible. It's very, very important to mention that I've hit level 39 in every single season, right? So, two important things. It means I have like +7 badges to give to my build. And I also have the core badge, okay? And I'm using all these to my advantage, okay? So, this build is, if you ain't got that, this build probably won't look like my build once it's all done and said, but it's still OP regardless. So with the finishing, more importantly, you have the 80 driving layup, which, if you want to equip sort of Giant Slayer Hall of Fame, you can put it there. You have the 70 standing dunk, which gives you like the Ben Simmons and a lot of good sort of standing dunk packages when you're underneath the rim. I don't even have 70 standing dunk in the clips you guys watched recently. I still have like about 55. So the build is not even maxed out yet. When it comes to the shooting, again, I'm not going to be taking a lot of mid-range on this build unless someone leaves me completely wide open. But even if they're leaving wide open, the 6 to 9 mid range, you're going to be completely fine to shoot with that. But more importantly, the 3 point is a 78. Now, I've made 76 3 point on my other builds, like my 610 lockdown. Whilst I don't mind having a 76, 3, I just wanted to be safe. I want to be safe, so I went 78 this time around just to have that extra bit of cushion. And bro, like I'm loving the jump shot, I'm loving the base so far. Once I get used to it, I'm gonna be completely money with that. Free throw, no one really cares. Just make sure you have 60 plus free throw. With the passing, I went 78. Again, I'm not gonna be, even though I can run point guard with this build, I'm not gonna be the main ball handler most of the time. This is just to dot my teammates. You get the LeBron passing at 75 anyway, so it's completely you're gonna be fine. Now, this is where the build stands out. Okay, look at the playmaking. Look at the ball handle. You have 89 ball handle. Okay, with the 89 ball handle, you get Hall of Fame quick first step. And with Hall of Fame quick first step, you're gonna go crazy with this build, okay? You're gonna go crazy, and you also have 75 speed of ball, like I mentioned earlier. You're gonna have the Michael Jordan dribble style, but with that 89 speed, the 89 ball handle also allows you to have the Kobe Bryant. I don't necessarily like the Kobe. I tried it; it wasn't really my thing, so I switched up. So I'm not using the Kobe dribble style, but also, you get clamp breaker on gold. Okay, no center on this build has clamps. Not power forward. No power forward has clamps. So with my weight plus clamp breaker, it means I can blow by all the centers very, very easily. Okay. Now the defense, you guys have seen. If you guys have seen all my other videos, you guys know. You know the threshold. 85 is all you need, and if you guys have seen it in the video, I'm getting rebounds. I'm completely fine with 85 defensive rebound. You don't need anything more than that. I'm not saying more isn't better, but you don't need to have it. 87 block as well. You don't need to have anything more than that. Now, more is better, but if you're going to do more in other areas, you can't have too much stats in your defense. Otherwise, you won't be able to have the playmaking and the shooting I have. And with my physicals, as you guys can see, I mentioned 80. If you guys want to reduce the weight, you can, but bear in mind, if you do reduce the weight, you put more speed there, you're going to probably lose more attributes somewhere else in this build. But 70 acceleration, I wish my acceleration is a little bit faster, but I still feel very fast anyway, it doesn't really matter. 80 strength, which gives you that big body animations where guys can't really bully you. I also have brick wall and everything else. Also, it helps with the clamp breaker animations. Like I mentioned, the heavier you are, the easier it is to blow by players. You have the 83 vert to be able to allow you to jump very, very high, and also high stamina because I'm going to be handling the ball, I'm going to be dribbling. So I need to make sure your boy can pretty much do everything. But this is pretty much how the build looks, in the builder. Again, you guys can tweak it to your style if you want to, but this is how I personally went with it, and it's been working for me so far. I'm loving it. I love the fact that I can actually hold these centers when I box them out. They're not trying to get this silly worm animation. I'm too heavy. I'm 266 pounds. Like, and also, my body type. I went compact, by the way. If you guys are wondering why I don't look so buff and everything else in the videos, it's because I went compact. Because if you choose anything else, your guy just look way too bulky, bro. You'd be looking like Zion out here. So I don't want to look like that. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna show you guys the takeovers and what you get with this build and the name of it, pretty much. Now, with the takeovers, as you guys can see, you'll be able to get the sharp takeover, the playmaking takeover, and the rim takeover. I am currently using a playmaking takeover, so I'm using the one that gives a boost to my teammates' badges. So every time I get this, if my teammates don't to do anything, they get the badges a lot faster. Plus, if you use playmaking takeover, it also increases your ball handling, increases your speed with ball and everything else whilst you have your takeover on. But you guys can also use sharp take. I might sort of switch between play take and sharp take as my primary. As you can see, you also get the rim takeover as your secondary. But the most important thing to also know about this as well is, I'm always using rim takeover as my secondary because it allows you to get your primary takeover faster. So if you guys don't know this, that is the trick. If you're a center, you want to use maybe rebounding as your secondary or your rim as your secondary, and it allows you to get your primary takeovers a lot faster. So I've got playmaking as my primary. You can also get the rebounding takeover, as you guys can see from the further screenshots. But that's pretty much it. Your boy, yeah, like I said, I'm using the playmaking take. It is very, very OP. If you guys aren't using it, definitely try if you can get it on, especially in a build like this. And the name of the build, you get slashing 5. Again, no one, when people see this build, they have no clue if you can shoot or not. They're just like, a slashing 5, is he a slasher? Like, what is this build? So yeah, people don't really know exactly what the build does, which is very, very good. So they're gonna learn as they play along exactly what the build does. But that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'm not gonna show the animation. The video is already long enough to the point where I don't like making sort of 15, 20-minute long videos. But if you guys do want to see the animations, I can show you guys another video. But hopefully you enjoy that. If you guys, like the build, don't like the build, do let me know. And again, I want to tell you guys, your 7-foot builds, whatever, your 7 ain't gonna dominate this build. I know some of you guys are thinking that, oh, you're not gonna do anything. Okay, you're good, you're good. Also shout out to Lilo, like I mentioned, for sending the screenshot through because that came in clutch. And again, shout out to all the people, the new subs that came through. Like I mentioned, hopefully I can keep you guys entertained long enough. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you in the next one.